Hey y'all. Okay, so today I'm going to show y'all how to trim your ends from home, and I'm going to try to show y'all the most basic way to do it. Now, I did learn how to trim ends from hair school, but I'm not going to try to get too difficult for y'all. I'm going to try to make it as basic as possible. So first you want to just comb your hair out in like the mushroom. So start from the center of the crown of your head and comb everything outward, okay? Just like you see mine's right here. Then after that, we are going to cut in sections. So we are going to start with a small section between our eyes, and we're going to use that as a guide. So after you get your small section in the front, then you just pull it out with your two fingers and just clip away what is dead to you, what needs to get cut off. And so after you do that, you're going to move on to the next section, but you are going to take a piece from the prior sections to use as a guide. And then you're going to continue to cut that section. And you're going to just follow this along basically until the whole perimeter of your hair is cut. If y'all hear kids in the background, I am so sorry. Listen, I'm trying to do this YouTube thing, but I got kids. They be audio bombing and everything else, so just ignore it, okay? I'm gonna try to add some music behind it. But anywho, so yes, follow this guide around the whole perimeter of your head. Now, when you get to the back, I do understand that that can be a little bit more difficult, but I'm going to show you how I do it. So right now I'm still working around the side. It's still pretty easy to do it from this angle by yourself. So now when you get to the back, you're going to just kind of do more of a feel, and you want to keep your head straight, okay? And you kind of just want to feel. So just like I did there, I glided my fingers down, and then I kept my fingers very firm and then flipped it to the side. Make sure your fingers do not move though, because if your fingers move, you are going to mess up your cut. So slide your fingers down to the back, get it close to where the guide is, then flip your fingers to the side so you can see, and then trim. And you're going to do this along the back and continue it around to the other side all the way till you meet back up to your first original guide. Okay, now, so when you have gotten your perimeter all cut as neatly as you possibly can, now we're gonna go to the inside of the hair. Okay, I'm still trimming. I'm sorry. Still trimming. You're gonna get your perimeter nice and neat. But the next move is to go start working on the inside of the hair. And what I mean by that is not all strands reach that perimeter. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you do have to open the hair up and trim those hairs that don't reach all the way down to the bottom. So I'm going to actually start parting off my hair. And I started from the middle and raised it straight up to like a 90 degree. As you can see now, when I pull the hair up in this direction, we can kind of see the hairs that did not get cut, because again, like I said, it did not reach that perimeter when I had it down in the mushroom comb. And you want to be careful with this, y'all, please, because if you cut too deeply, you will end up with layers. You just want to pull it out at a 90 degree just to get those ends. If you do a deep cut, you will have layers. So please be careful if that's not what you're looking for. So again, I pulled another section out from the side, using that first section as a guide, and then clipping my next section at a 90 degree. Now, after I do this middle section, I'm going to make a middle part again. Now I'm going to start making vertical parts. So now I just did my first vertical part, but I'm using that middle section I just cut as a guide. And I'm going to use that guide now to cut in a vertical way. And we're going to trim again. And y'all, as I watch this back, I do understand I should have cut a lot more off. I really should have, but oh well, I'll get it the next trim. Now I just made my next vertical section, and again, using that previous section as a guide, and I am cutting the next section. Now you want to do all this, all your vertical sections around the whole head as well until you get to the other side. Just like how we did the mushroom comb out and we was doing the perimeter. So you just make a vertical section down. When you get to the back, again, I know that could be a difficult space, but don't drag that section to the front. Drag it out behind you, and again, holding your fingers tight, then you could pull it in front of you to see what's going on, then cut. But when you pull it out, always pull it out behind you when you get to the back. Again, working that back section, we're going to pull it out behind us, holding our fingers super tight so they don't move, and then pull it to the front so we can see what we're doing when we're cutting. And we're going to do the exact same thing to the other side. So that's pretty much the gist of it. So I'm just gonna let you watch while I finish up the rest. Now I'm just adding a little bit of sealing oil to my ends just to try to keep them as healthy as possible moving forward. And that's it, guys.